3,
2, 1. Welcome, friends, to our first video on our new channel, J&D Projects. This is John, my son. I'm David, and we have worked together for several years now, working in the shop. We blacksmith and bladesmith, and probably some of the classical, master blacksmiths and all of that might take exception to us saying that we blacksmith, but we do use a forge, and we pound on hot metal and make things out of it, and then we'll take high carbon steel and do the same thing and make a knife, and we're going to do some of that on this channel as well. But today we're going to start for our first project. We're going to look at cast iron skillets. Now, the whole point of us doing this channel, because we've worked with each other for years and we're going to continue to work with each other, what we're wanting to share with you is not the best techniques for doing things or to show you how the best people make things, because we certainly aren't the best. YouTube is loaded with any number of people that probably do things better than we do. The one thing that we have, and the one thing that we want to really share with you, is relationship between father and son, and to encourage other fathers and other sons to get off the couch and do things, because the projects that we work on are going to range from new fabrications, like a new knife that we'll be making on the forge, to metal detecting, to magnet fishing, or crappie fishing, or restoring old tools. Might even restore an old gun every now and then if we can find one. So we're going to start with these pans today. It's been in our family a long time.
So we're going to do a project on this, but I'm going to let him explain that in a second.
Me? Why me?
I don't know, because I got to talk about the other one.
Okay, we'll talk about the other one.
And we found this one at an old antique store. It's an old Wagner ware. It's a very interesting pan. All the seasonings come off of it. It's great, in great shape, but we just need to re-season it and everything. So
yeah, what are we going to do to this pan, by the way? What are we going to do to it?
we're just going to restore it to its original condition.
Yeah, how are we going to do that?
We're going to soak it in a lye bath, I guess.
Okay. And then maybe we might have to use some vinegar, or if there's some rust left, or whatever, to get the rest of the rust off, and then
exactly.
begin the seasoning process.
Exactly. Alright guys, so we got this little wood spacer that we're just going to put in to put the clock movement on. Just put a bolt through it to keep it dry for the night. We are using 5-minute epoxy, but of course that's just set time. It's not complete drying time. So we're going to let this sit overnight, and we're going to get back to it tomorrow. See you then. Alright guys, so right here we are mounting the movement on the back of the pan.
Yeah, now we're just putting like the washers and all the nuts on and stuff to hold it to the pan. Yeah, and we're just tightening this little nut down right here. Just straightening up the movement a little bit on the back. I don't know if you guys saw, but we did put like a little walnut spacer in between the movement and the pan. And now we're just putting all the hands on right now. Hands can be kind of finicky sometimes. They're very kind of fragile. And then we're just putting second hand over the minute hand. Yeah, now Dad's mixing up some 5-minute 2-part epoxy to glue 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock. Yeah, this is the final part of final part of the gluing of 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Now we're just kind of dry testing or dry fitting all the rest of the numbers on to see how they look. Because we were kind of thinking about just putting like little niches in the in between the base letters, numbers. I mean, um, instead of putting all the numbers in, but. gets a little tight around 10, 11, and 12. Just because they're double digits.
Well, John, looks like we got this first restoration, or not really restoration, but project done.
Yeah.
And this was kind of a project that kind of just popped up really because, like I said, maybe earlier in our introduction, we were expecting to do a strip and re-seasoning of this pan, and the presence of the crack stopped that, changed our plans. So we ended up decided to keep it, and so we could keep it sort of in the family and keep it in service, but yet find some non-cooking option for it. And so we chose to make a clock, and very simple. And we thought one of the challenging things would be to drill a hole through the cast iron, because honestly, I've never tried to drill through cast iron before. I've never had a reason to. And so in our family, John was the first guy to drill through cast iron, so that's kind of cool. So this is going to hang in our leather room, and you'll get to see that in a little while when we make a knife. So here's the next project. It's going to be actually refinishing this pan. This is a Wagnerware pan, Sydney, Ohio, 7-inch. So we're going to get started on that, and you'll see this video in a week. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Sweet.
Oh, remember, we are
J&D projects.
J&D Projects. Still having a hard time with that one, too.
We've been thinking of that name forever, and it's been hard to say it. So.
Yeah.